Hi, I'm Damon. I started in this business washing dishes at 16, and now at 34, I own the most popular farm-to-table spot in the city. My restaurant, Harvest Table, just celebrated its 5th anniversary last month. 5 years of 60-hour weeks, stress dreams about running out of food during Saturday rush, and more close calls with bankruptcy than I care to remember. But we made it. Damon, we're short at the host stand tonight. Vanessa called in sick, and Mia's stuck in traffic. Leo, my head chef, poked his head out from the kitchen, already sweating through his bandana. No problem, I've got it covered. I grabbed the reservation tablet and headed to the front. Friday nights were always packed, and we were already booked solid with a waiting list. I'd been at the host stand for about an hour when she walked in. Designer handbag, immaculate blonde highlights, sunglasses perched on her head despite it being 7 p.m. Table for 2, please. Something with a view. She didn't even look up from her phone. Good evening, ma'am. Do you have a reservation? I already knew the answer. She glanced up with an expression like I just asked if she breathed oxygen. No, but that won't be a problem. I'm sorry, but we're fully booked tonight. I can add you to our waiting list, which is currently about an hour and 15 minutes. Her perfectly lined lips formed a tight smile. Maybe I wasn't clear. I need a table now, preferably that one. She pointed to our best window table where a couple was already enjoying their appetizers. That table is occupied, and all our other tables are reserved. I'd be happy to— Do you know who I am? She cut me off, her voice rising. I'm Karen Williams. The name meant absolutely nothing to me. I'm sorry, Miss Williams, but I have over 50,000 followers on social media. I'm a food and lifestyle influencer. One post from me could double your business overnight. 2 other guests waiting nearby exchanged glances. My bartender, Jake, shot me a sympathetic look from across the room. I understand, but I still can't create a table that doesn't exist. If you'd like to wait at the bar— This is ridiculous. Karen dropped her phone into her purse with a dramatic flourish. I know the owner personally. We're good friends. That was interesting, considering I'm the owner and had never seen this woman before in my life. The owner? I asked, keeping my expression neutral. Yes, Damon Morrison. He would be appalled by this treatment. I almost corrected her on my last name. It's Mitchell, not Morrison, but decided against it. I see. And how do you know Damon? We go way back, college friends. He always makes sure I get the VIP treatment when I come in. She examined her manicure, looking bored. Just call him and tell him Karen's here. He'll sort this out. A small crowd was gathering in our tiny waiting area. Jake had stopped mixing drinks to watch the show. So you're saying if I call the owner right now, he'll tell me to kick out paying customers to seat you immediately? Exactly. Now you're getting it. She smiled triumphantly. I pulled out my cell phone. Would you like to do the honors? Call your good friend Damon and tell him how his host isn't accommodating you? Karen's smile faltered slightly. I don't have his new number. Just use yours. And what should I tell him the problem is exactly? That his incompetent staff is refusing to seat me, obviously. Her voice had risen to the point where nearby diners were turning to look. I leaned in slightly. Here's the thing, Karen. I'm Damon Mitchell. This is my restaurant, and I've never met you before in my life. Karen's face went through about 5 different expressions in 3 seconds. Shock, embarrassment, anger, calculation, and finally, a weird attempt at charm. Well, this is awkward. Someone must have confused me. I thought you were friends with my cousin Jennifer. She forced a laugh that sounded like a squeaky hinge. I don't know a Jennifer Williams either. You know what? I suddenly remembered another engagement. Your loss. Karen spun around and stormed out, nearly knocking over an elderly couple on their way in. The next morning, my phone buzzed with a text from Tyler, who runs the local business association. Dude, check your Yelp reviews. Some lady is going nuclear on you guys. Sure enough, there it was, a 1-star review from Karen W. Terrible service. Owner is a rude, arrogant jerk who doesn't care about customers. Food was cold and undercooked. Got food poisoning. Save your money and dignity. That's completely fabricated. She didn't even eat here. I showed Leo the review. Wait, is this the crazy lady from last night? She's claiming food poisoning from food she never ate? Leo looked ready to throw something. I'm calling Tyler. I dialed his number immediately. Hey man, saw that review. Brutal stuff. It's total BS, Tyler. This woman came in demanding a table we didn't have, claimed to be my friend, and when I called her out, she stormed off. Never ate a bite. Doesn't surprise me. Restaurant owners have been talking about someone like this at our last meeting. Let me check something. I heard keyboard clicking. Yep, same profile picture. She's hit at least 5 places in our association with similar reviews when they wouldn't give her special treatment. So she's making a habit of this? Why? From what I've gathered, she's trying to build some kind of restaurant influencer brand, intimidates places into giving her free stuff or special treatment, then either posts glowing reviews or trashes them if they don't play ball. After hanging up, I called an emergency staff meeting. Mia, Leo, and Vanessa gathered in the dining room. "Did you guys see that review? My mom called me about it this morning." Vanessa looked genuinely upset. "It's complete fiction," I assured her. "Tyler says she's doing this to multiple restaurants. She's posted it everywhere: Yelp, Google, Instagram." Mia scrolled through her phone. "Oh, and she just added a new Instagram post about her traumatic experience at Harvest Table." Leo peered over her shoulder. "She's using a stock photo of food that isn't even ours. That's a burger. We don't even serve burgers." I took Mia's phone and read the caption. "Disappointing meal at what used to be a good restaurant. Shame the owner let standards slip so badly. This undercooked cold disaster gave me food poisoning. Hash foodies, beware hash, avoid this place." An hour and several calls later, a pattern emerged. Karen had visited at least 8 local restaurants in the past month, always without reservations, always demanding special treatment, and always claiming to know the owner personally. When refused, negative reviews followed, each more extreme than the last. "I just got a notification," Mia interrupted my call with Marco from Riverfront Grill. "She's posted another update tagging the local news station and claiming she's speaking out for consumer protection against us. She's scheduled some kind of food influencer event next week and telling her followers not to invite Harvest Table to participate." "A food influencer event? That's actually perfect." I handed Mia's phone back to her with a smile. "Perfect? She's actively trying to damage our reputation." Leo threw his hands up. "No, it's perfect because it gives me an idea." I pulled out my phone and created a group text with all the restaurant owners Karen had targeted. "Emergency meeting at Harvest Table tonight after closing. Bring screenshots of all interactions with Karen Williams." After the dinner rush, my back dining room filled with frustrated restaurant owners. Sophia from Rustic Olive brought wine. Marco from Riverfront Grill supplied desserts. Tyler represented the business association. "Thanks for coming, everyone. I think we're dealing with more than just an annoying customer." I connected my laptop to the TV, displaying a compilation of Karen's reviews. "She hit my place twice," Sophia said, pouring herself more wine. "Second time, she claimed to be my cousin's college roommate. She told me she was friends with my wife," Marco added. "I'm not even married." "Look at the pattern." I scrolled through the evidence. When denied special treatment, she escalates to false reviews claiming food poisoning or finding foreign objects in food, all serious health violations that could trigger inspections. "It's blackmail," Tyler said. "Pay attention to me or I'll try to destroy your business." Exactly. And now she's planning this influencer event next week. I pulled up the event details. "It's at Vintage Bistro. They just opened last month. Probably doesn't know about her yet." "So what's your idea, Damon?" Sophia leaned forward. "We host our own event, a VIP industry night. Everyone here's invited. We'll make it look exclusive, high profile." "And how does that help us?" Marco asked. "Because we're going to make sure Karen finds out about it and feels compelled to attend. When she does, we'll all be there to confront her," Sophia finished, grinning. "Not just confront, document," Tyler added. "If we can get her behavior on record, I can ban her from all association restaurants." "I know someone at the local news," Marco said. "The real news, not just her social media nonsense. They've been wanting to do a piece on fake reviews." "Perfect. Now we need to get her there without making her suspicious." I looked around the table. "I have a server, Jamie, who she doesn't know," Sophia offered. "He could message her as an admirer of her food blog, mention the event. Make it sound exclusive," Tyler suggested, like she'd be special to get an invite. 3 days later, everything was set. Jamie had successfully baited Karen, who'd eagerly accepted the exclusive invitation to our industry leaders event. We'd prepared the restaurant with subtle cameras in addition to our regular security system. Every owner had collected their evidence. "Everything ready?" Mia adjusted the welcome sign reading Annual Restaurant Association VIP Night. "Tables are set, special menus printed, staff briefed." I checked my watch. First guests should arrive in 30 minutes. Tyler just texted. He's bringing the association lawyer just in case. Leo was arranging special appetizers, looking more serious than I'd ever seen him. Vanessa is stationed at the door with the guest list. Mia handed me an earpiece. She'll alert us when Target arrives. The restaurant filled with restaurant owners, staff, and legitimate local food writers. Everyone was briefed, act normal, pretend it's just a regular industry event. At 7:45, my earpiece crackled. Karen approaching, wearing red dress with guest. I nodded to Mia, who signaled the others. Everyone took their positions, conversations continuing naturally. Karen swept in, wearing a tight red dress, pulling along a nervous-looking man who kept checking his phone. She bypassed Vanessa at the check-in table and headed straight for the bar. 2 champagnes, and make sure they're the good stuff, not the cheap bottles you serve regular people. She barely glanced at Jake behind the bar. Name, please? I need to check the list. Jake kept his expression professional. Karen Williams, obviously. She looked around the room, eyes landing on me. For a split second, recognition flickered across her face, quickly replaced by determination. I'm personal friends with the organizer, Tyler. Where is he? He'll want to know I've arrived. Jake smiled politely. I'll have to check if you're on the list, Miss Williams. This is ridiculous. I'm verified on Instagram. Karen snapped her fingers at Jake. While you're checking that, get those champagnes ready. I nodded to Tyler, who approached the bar. Karen Williams, we've been expecting you. Her face lit up. Tyler, finally, someone who knows how things work. Tell this bartender to... Follow me, please. We have a special place for you. Tyler gestured toward our center table, where Sophia, Marco, and the others were gathered. I stepped into her path. Welcome back to Harvest Table, Karen. Her smile faltered. Oh, it's you, the host who was rude to me. Actually, I'm Damon Mitchell, the owner, the one you claim to know personally. As she approached the table, recognition dawned on her face. Sophia waved. Marco nodded. Every restaurant owner she'd scammed was there. What is this? Karen stopped short. It's an intervention of sorts. I motioned to Mia, who dimmed the lights. The large TV screen flickered on. Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention. The room quieted. Tonight we're addressing a serious issue affecting our restaurant community. The screen displayed Karen's restaurant reviews side by side with security footage showing her never eating at the establishments. This is Karen Williams, who has been posting fraudulent reviews claiming food poisoning and health violations at restaurants that don't give her special treatment. Karen's face flushed crimson. This is slander! I'm calling my lawyer! Her companion backed away. You said this was a networking event. I'm out! He bolted for the door. Sophia stood up. She claimed to find glass in her pasta at my restaurant. Our security footage shows she never even ordered food. She posted that my seafood gave her food poisoning, Marco added. The health department investigated us based on her complaint. A woman stepped forward from the crowd. I'm Rebecca Chen from Channel 7 News. We've been investigating fake review fraud for months. Mind if we ask you a few questions on camera? Karen spotted the news camera and grabbed her purse. This is a setup. Before you go, Tyler stepped forward. As president of the Downtown Restaurant Association, I'm officially notifying you that you're banned from all member establishments. Karen stormed toward the exit, only to be met by 2 uniformed police officers. Officers, thank goodness, these people are harassing me. Miss Williams, we'd like to talk with you about multiple complaints of attempted fraud and defamation. 3 weeks later, business was booming. Our respect policy, prominently displayed at the entrance and on our website, had gone viral after Rebecca's news segment. Mia handed me the tablet. Another full house tonight. That table by the window requested you personally. I approached the table to find Tyler with several restaurant owners I hadn't met before. Damon, meet the newest members of our association. They saw the news story and wanted to join our little coalition. After seeing how you all stood together against that bully, we realized we need to be part of this community, one of them said. I shook hands around the table. Welcome to the family. First round's on the house. As I headed back to the kitchen, Leo was plating a beautiful dish. Hey boss, you see the review count today? 500 new 5-stars since that news segment aired. It's not about the reviews, Leo. It's about building something that matters. Have you ever encountered a Karen who tried to use fake connections or social media influence to get special treatment? What would you have done in Damon's shoes? Confronted them privately or gathered everyone for a public revelation like he did? If you enjoyed this story about standing up to entitled behavior, hit that like button and subscribe for more satisfying tales of justice served. Your comments help me know what stories to share next.